Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this episode of Cheap Air's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Today is October 12th. It's 4:08 p.m. right now, and it says it's going to rain, but it always says that. So the wind has died down. Been a pretty calm day all day. Temperature's 92 degrees, 13% humidity, okay? This is going on the middle of October, and temps are still in the 90s here. Imagine that. So anyway, I wanted to show you that before I moved on. The one thing I wanted to cover today was something for one of my viewers, was about YouTube, and how YouTube sometimes would pull a video even though it had no off color content or anything like that. It was just they couldn't figure out why it was getting pulled. Well, I got a news flash yesterday from Yahoo News that said that guess what? Google just fired artificial intelligence from their YouTube because what was happening was the AI was kicking videos off for no reason. They just AI would just pick up on something and say, okay, that's it. We're gonna block this video, and they got a whole bunch of complaints from different people. So they're going to take AI down and go back to human beings are going to review videos to see whether the content is acceptable or not. So we won't be having AI messing with our videos anymore. And I have no doubt that that has a lot to do with some of my followers have said, hey, I tried to find your video and I couldn't find it, or I'm not getting notified of your videos, things like that. Well, I have a feeling it all has to do because they had AI running the whole server system, and AI was screwing up, as it should. Humans, we're the ones, right? All right, so I wanted to show something else. I also got a question about suppose I wanted to see this video, but I don't have time to watch it now. What do I do? Well, you come over here, and there's three little dots right there. And you click on those, and then you can put down here, save to watch later. Or you can save it to your playlist. So it'll always be on a playlist. You can make your own playlist, name it whatever you want, and you can save to your own playlist. But save to watch later is the easiest way, because all it does is save the link, and then you can access it anytime you want from that link or from any other computer. All you have to do is sign into your channel, and then you'll be able to bring that up, and on your channel you'll have all of the stuff that you need on there. Go to your channel, and there's my channel. So I got home, videos, playlists, all of that stuff is all right there for me. In the library, it's got all of these videos that I saved that I want to watch later. Okay, so there it is. Everything is there. Everything you need. All right, so that's how easy that is. So let me close this down so I don't run up my electricity bill. What electricity bill? All right. So I wanted to cover that. And then another item from Pool's Jet was they wanted to know about that armature from that blown turbine. He was interested in it, but I told him that the batteries are blown on it. And he said, well, it shouldn't be that bad. Maybe they're just weak. Nope. These are the magnets, I'm sorry. These magnets are stone dead. I got a couple of little 6-penny nails here, and these are supposed to be very strong magnets. So look. It'll knock them out, but it won't pick them up. So, yeah, that's totally wasted. The heat inside of this thing must have been really intense because the whole inside is completely black. It melted the grease out of the collar. It toasted all of the wire and the coatings on the wire. It toasted the wires, the 3 wires that came out of this and went, well, it was these 3. Those 3 went down to there with the brushes. And yeah, everything inside this thing was completely toast. So those magnets are total a waste. See, I can spin them in here where they should be sticking to the metal plates, but they're not. There's absolutely no magnetism left in those at all, pulls yet. So sorry, total waste. But I might be able to use this armature for something else. So I'll keep it around. I'll put it on a shelf. One of those things where I'll just look at it about 2 or 3 years from now and I go, oh, I remember that. You know what I can use that for? And then I'll build something. And then I'll post it and I'll show you what I did. All right. So, great announcement today. I went over 3,900 subscribers as of today. And that's a darn good accomplishment so far, but I need to get to that 5,000 mark. So 1,100 more people over there. And it's still showing that I did increase by 2 or 3% of the people that watch my videos on a regular basis. About 2 to 3% of those did come on over and subscribe to my channel. There's still 60 something, 63% of you out there that are not subscribed. Okay? So 63% of you people out there, if you come over and subscribe, you could put me over that 5,000 mark pretty quickly. And then we're going to start having giveaways and all kinds of neat stuff going on this channel. And you might be one of the people that'll get something given to you. So please go down there and subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's not going to spam the heck out of you. It's not going to even bother you, except every time I post a video, you'll get a little ding that tells you, hey, G-Bear just posted a video. And you gotta have that because you don't want to miss my videos, right? All right. So, the sun's been out all day. Fans have been running inside all day because it's hot. You know, still at 13.7 on these controllers. So, yep, got plenty of power. Fans are running. I had one person put a comment in. I tried to reply to it, but couldn't find the comment. When I click on reply, I can read it. I can see it's on my channel, but when I click reply, it disappears. So anyway, they said, why waste the dump load power going into a resistor? Why not hook that up to a fan, a larger fan, and then have a large fan blowing in here to keep everything cool? Well, because like right now, the fan wouldn't be running. 90% of the time, the fan wouldn't be running. It'd just be sitting there, do nothing, just like that resistor on the wall. And that resistor on the wall, when the winds really start in the windy season here, and we start getting those 40, 50, 60 mile an hour gusts out here, then it's cold out. It's usually nighttime and it's cold out. And I mean, I wouldn't be standing out here in shorts and flip-flops. I'd be bundled up with a jacket and all of that stuff and flip-flops. Yeah, that's me. Anyway, what happens is when that happens, then I start producing more electricity, and then my dump load kicks on, and then the heat goes out to that element. The extra power goes to the element, and it warms the battery room up. Because we all know that specific gravity will drop in your batteries when cold hits them. You know, going out to that car on a sub-zero morning when you just want to get it started and run back in and have another cup of coffee before you have to drive all the way to work and go outside and scrape the ice off your windshield before you can get in the car. But you want to heat things up inside a little bit. but you turn the key and you get, and it just won't crank over. So that's specific gravity being dropped down by the cold. Okay, so what you do, as a tip for those of you who have had that problem, is turn your headlights on for a few seconds. No, it's not going to kill the battery, but turn your headlights on for, say, 30 seconds to a minute. Then shut them off and try starting it. What that's going to do is it's going to heat your battery up. It's going to warm the cells inside that battery, and it's going to up the specific gravity and let you start your car. Try that on your next cold morning. Anyway, that's about all I have there. One other thing I wanted to cover was I was just talking about those magnets inside of the PMA here. And the reason those magnets are totally dead is because extreme heat will steal the magnetism away from magnets. It'll kill them. You can't revive them. There's nothing that you can do to revive them. It just kills them. They're dead. So they're trash. They're basically a block of steel. That's all that's left. There's no magnetism left in them. So when that happens, they're trash. So what do you do with them? Well, you could build yourself a kiln, heat them up till they're red hot, grab them with a set of tongs and get your hammer and anvil out and pound them down and make yourself a nice super sharp blade, knife blade or something like that out of them. Or you could just throw them away. Add them to the junk pile and bring them to the scrap metal place, because that's all they're worth. All right, so anyway, that's all we have for today. This is G Bear thanking you for joining me. I'll try to get some better content tomorrow. I've been lazy today. I don't know why, but I've been lazy today. I did get some seed starters and some stuff like that put down into the greenhouse so I can get started on planting. And I just figured that what I'm going to do is on that refrigerator that blew on me a while back and killed my batteries, the one on the bottom, the one on the top still works. The one on the top is going to go inside of my workshop so I can keep some cold water in there on those hot summer days and have a cold drink when I need it without having to walk all the way back to the cabin. But the bottom one is totally dead, so I'm going to pull the compressor and all that stuff out of it so that that stuff is not in the way of anything. And then I'm going to take the refrigerator down to the greenhouse and I'm going to store my seeds inside of it, because the seeds will be affected by the extreme heat and extreme cold. So I don't want them to be affected, so I'm going to put them inside of there, and they'll be in an insulated cabinet, so it should keep the temperature about normal all the time for them inside of there. My seeds will last a lot longer. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, questions and comments down below. Thumbs up right there. Give me a thumbs up, please. And let's have some fun. G Bear signing off.